Good morning, my beautiful imperfectionist family. What's good in the hood this morning? It's your girl, Tammy, aka That's a Woman, coming at you this morning to greet you with some love, some light, some positivity, just to plant some seeds into your day to help you on this little journey of life. You know, that little inspirational nugget that you need. That's what I'm here for. So listen, I have officially decided that we're going to label this podcast. Now listen, you guys are imperfectionists, right? Don't forget your title. Know your role, okay? That's who you are, because why? We imperfectly perfect people. However, I have really been in prayer, and I realize what I'm doing here is a planting ministry or a watering ministry. What is that? In some cases, you may hear things from me that you may have never heard before, or giving you a different perspective on what you may have heard. So therefore, I'm planting a seed. And when it comes to what you may have already heard, and just to get another, again, perspective viewpoint, I'm watering, because I'm reminded of the scripture that says there is nothing new under the sun, which is why I struggled with starting this podcast, because I'm like, people have heard whatever it is that I have to say, but you hadn't heard it from me. And it's just like a kid, right? Think about it. I learned raising my boys. I'm a mother of two boys, and I learned I could tell them something and they might not pay me any attention. But if somebody else tell them the same thing, oh, now the light bulb went off. But all it was planting and watering. I planted the seed and someone watered it. So therefore, just as the scriptures say, one planteth, one soweth, and God gets one watereth, and God gets the increase. So that's what we're doing here. So we know I've been on this journey of Happiness Happens Month, and I'm going to still be there. However, it is very important to me to acknowledge that everyone isn't happy right now as we reflect on what has happened in Maui. How the flooding, the wildfire has taken place and caused so many lives to be taken, so much damage to be done, things like that. And it's I know right now this is a moment where you say, Tammy, how are we supposed to be happiness with this chaos going on in the world? And then we just had some brawls that just took place over in Montgomery. And it's just like things are out of control. But this is when things are out of control, there's a scripture that I'm reminded of in Psalms 91. When it talks about he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Listen, further in that scripture, we're reminded that God will give his angels charge over each and every one of us. So whenever things look out of control, whenever it's like you literally like, oh my God, what is really going on? This is when you have to step back and say, God, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you in the unfolding of my life. I trust you because the scripture in Psalms 91 lets us know that no evil shall come near our home. In the King James, nigh our dwelling, which is to say our homes. So that's to say that we are protected at all costs, at all measures. We have a host of angels to protect us. They're leading us, they're guiding us, they're directing us. So even when things are going on around that we don't understand, when things that are literally happening that don't make sense, when you're on your mission to live your life to the fullest, live your life with positivity and love and joy and peace and happiness, and all this is going on, listen, don't give up. Don't give up. Do not give up. This is a moment where faith is under fire. And the scripture says we walk by faith and not by sight. So if we focus on sight right now, we'll miss it. Therefore, we have to engage engage our faith that literally no matter what's taking place in this world, no matter what, it's not that we're not going to be concerned, because that's what we're doing. We're concerned, we're praying, we're sending gifts, we're reaching out to the Red Cross and sending donations. We do all of those things. However, we still gotta protect us. We gotta protect our mental state, our well-being. We got to be content. Remember, I think I told you guys this. Y'all know I remember, and sometimes I don't. Paul said, no matter what state I'm in, I have learned to be content. So when you reach that place of contentment, again, it's not that you don't care. But here's the thing, we're in a world where there is so much going on, you can't help everybody. Think about that. As much as you want to, you can't help everybody. But what you can do, is pray. You can pray for them. You can send love and good vibes and positive energy their way. See, even as I'm saying this, I'm reminded of the scripture in 2 Chronicles 7:14, which says, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will heal the land. The land can be healed. People can be healed. It's for us that believe in the power of prayer to exercise it. Just as we all have a right to vote, we have a right to pray. And I love it because we're in a country, in a world, whereas we can offer up prayers. And I am a person that believes that when you ask, it is answered and given. Even the scripture in Matthew tells us to ask, seek, and knock. So when you ask, seek, and knock, you're asking, you're praying. That means you're praying. That means you're believing, you're seeking a divine guidance to the answer to the prayers. And you're knocking on the doors of opportunity that are constantly opening in your life. So get ready for them. And again, at the same time, let us be in prayer for those that are hurting right now. And here's the thing. It's not just the people in Maui that are hurting. It's not just the people that participated in the brawl and are facing charges one or another. People are hurting all around us. And that's where I want us to just love on each other. Y'all will never, and if you get tired of it, I would say sorry, but not sorry, because I want us to spread love. I want us to spread happiness. I want us to be a light. This world needs each and every one of us. It needs you. You may think you have nothing to add to this world. You may feel in a state of unworthiness, feel that you're low, but you know what? You're not. You are valuable. You are important. I'm reminded again of the help. You are smart. You are kind. You are important. What was that? That's an affirmation in your life. I am here to affirm you right there that's listening to me. I'm affirming you. I told you guys last week, it don't matter where you've been. It don't matter. It's not about where you've been. It's about where you're going. It's about where you are right now. Where are you right now? You get your hope for the future. You get your vision together for the future, but you're living in the now. And what are you going to do with the now? As a matter of fact, if I told you today was, I don't want to say today, if I told you had 3 months to live, what would you do with the time? What would you do with it? Would you just sit and be like, woe is me because, I'm getting ready to leave here? Or would you get to living? Well, how about this? How about you treat every day of your happy life as though it's the last? And I say that respectfully because I want you to be happy where you are. I want you to love you. I want you to be a conduit in this world, in this earth, that if you are bright and happy, it will catch on fire. Just as those wildfires spread out in Maui, our love, our light, our peace, our joy, it can catch on. We don't have to continue to stay focused on all the negative. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch the news, okay? Sometimes you just got to turn it off. Why? Because it's feeding negativity. So I want you to be people that are operating in positivity. I want you to, yes, you can stay in the know, but just know enough to be dangerous, okay? You don't have to know everything, because you got to get to the point. What really adds value to your life? What adds value to it? And when you're looking at chaos and turmoil and confusion, I promise you, there's no value add there. The value that you could possibly take from it is there's a reason to pray. And one thing I learned a long time ago, there's never a shortage of reasons to pray. So you can use them as opportunities to pray, but I promise you, don't let them sit on your spirit and you walk away and you keep talking about it and this, that, and the other. No, I need you to let it go. Okay? So that's our session for today. So again, we're praying. We're praying even for the hearts of the people that thought it was okay in their mind. They didn't think it through. I really want to believe that they possibly had some liquid courage in their heads. But the fact that they didn't want to move their boat just a few inches above, so an operated riverboat can come and release its 200 plus passengers. I really want to say, for those people, there is something else going on. And I know we all, I say this with love, we all feel entitled, right? We have some situations that happen that we feel that we're owed the world. And guess what? As the creator of your reality, you can have the world, but let's do it the right way. Again, let's respect one another. That whole situation could have been avoided. And these are the things that we don't want to happen in our lives. We don't want something so small to blow up to something so big that, look, now you have national news. Now you have people being arrested. Now you have a chair, oh my God, a chair that has gained popularity. And and I say that laughing, but it's not a laughing matter. But that's how things play out when we don't respect one another. When we don't, you know what? Common courtesy isn't gone. It's not dead. I'm a firm believer in chivalry. That's not dead either. Okay? Won't get into that too much. But you know, opening doors. Men opening doors for women. Giving compliments. Doing nice things. Making people feel special. It's not a thing of the past. If we put the effort and energy into it, it can and will continue to be a thing of the right now. Okay, so let's get to that. Those are things, believe it or not, those little chivalry moments, those compliments, those little things like that, those add to the happiness. So I say to you all, I want you to be happy on purpose. I want you to pray. And if there's something that you can do to help those in Maui, please get out and do it. They would appreciate your support. And even if they did not, I do. I appreciate everything you do, because guess what? I appreciate each and every one of you. You take time with me. And I know you have a lot of other people you could be listening to, but you're listening to little old me. And guess what? I love and I appreciate you guys for it. All right? I want you to have an amazing day. Walk on purpose. Be the light. Be the light in this dark world, okay? Peace, love, and blessings. And in the words of the late Don Cornelius, and so, all right, it's your girl signing off. Have an amazing day.